So with car finance proving to be one of the more popular options when buying your used car, we've been assigned a task, and you join me, Danny from Forza Finance.
Thanks for having me, and we've been assigned the task to find the best head turner for £500 a month with £5,000 deposit.
£5,000 deposit, £500 a month.
Exactly that.
Best head turner.
Yeah, HP, PCP, electric, 4x4, whatever you want, £500 a month, that's going to turn the most heads.
Sweet, let's go.
Let's go.
So, as Dan said, the rules are very straightforward. It's £5 down, £500 a month. Now, my natural Saxton brain does pull me towards a 4x4. Now, I've had a look. You can get about a mid-spec sort of Velar. You could get, actually, looking here, a older shape range of a Sport. Now, they do look absolutely sick. But I want a head turner, and I know exactly what I'm going to go for.
So I reckon Dan's going to go down the 4x4 route. He sells them all day, every day. He knows what he quotes customers and how much they're going to be, and he knows the stock inside out. But I'm going to go down a different route, and I found what I'm going to use.
1 2, here, let's go back.
So here's my choice. 2018 M4 competition pack, 444 brake horsepower, 20-inch wheels, carbon roof. Now to me, this is a head turner. Proper. Oh my god! What an only a Welshman would come with the roof down. Oh my god! You look like it's Brum. It's the new version of Brum.
718 Boxster. Finished in the wireless yellow, half on a curb, half off a curb. What more do you need?
Oh my god.
What have we got? BMW M4 Compact.
Proper car.
Nice car, I'm not denying it.
How many cylinders you got, mate?
I've got 4.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, okay, 4 cylinders, okay.
Okay.
I've got 6.
Cuckoo. Can your roof do this though?
I don't want it to do that when I got that interior.
So I've gone for the lairiest car I could find in our stock. 718, 2-litre, flat 4, driver's car. Mid-engine.
Nice. Still yellow. And it's got red interior.
And the rain is getting a little bit heavier.
Yes.
So I'm going to put the roof back up and go for a drive.
Let's go.
Sure. So let's kick this off in the 718 Boxster. I am a huge fan of these, especially when they first came out. Now, this isn't a review on the Boxster, but I'll give you a mini overview. So it's not the same 6-cylinder that we had before. It is chopped down, it is turbocharged. Now, a lot of people are whinging that that takes away from the drive-in, but as we flick this to sport mode and give it the beans, I mean, it still shifts, it still sounds good, it's lively, it's direct, but today's video is more about finance, and more specifically £5 down, £500 a month. Now, to get this car £5 down, £500 a month blows my mind. I'm so used to SUVs, so this is a little bit left field. Now let me put this back into normal mode to shut her up. But on the other line, I've got Danny from Forza Finance. Now he's going to give a bit of an intro into Forza Finance, what they do, what they're all about, because today's video is essentially about finance.
We are a finance broker that specialise in providing performance and prestige cars to car lovers, and the reason that we do it so well is that you're dealing with people that love cars. Also, they've been in the finance industry for a long time, they've been in the car industry a long time, and they know what they're talking about. So it's not just call up talking numbers. When you call, you'll talk about the car, they'll ask you about the spec of the car, they'll ask you all them things that you'd expect someone that really knows what they're talking about to do, and that's what makes us different. We're not a huge call centre with robots. We're a smaller team of people that know exactly what they're doing. They know cars and they know them inside and out, and we specialise in doing it at a low rate, giving the best deal possible to the customers. So that's what we do.
Sweet, cool. Okay, now for the less savvy people, could you briefly explain how, for example, PCP would work on this car?
Yeah, of course. So that car, for example, is a 2018 718 Boxster. So how a PCP would work on that is you would put a deposit down. So we'll use round numbers for start. If the car's £40,000 and you put £5,000 deposit down, you're going to finance £35,000. You can do it over a term of 2, 3 or 4 years, and basically at the end of the term you have a lump sum which is classed as a guaranteed future minimum value or guaranteed minimum future value, and basically what that means is at the end of that finance term you're guaranteed that if you was to hand the car back to the finance company to get that amount of money, so say for example the balloon on that Porsche was £20,000. When you come to the end of it, if the car is worth £15,000 in a trade value, the finance company will take that car back for the £20,000 and it doesn't cost you a thing. So they take that £5,000 hit, which to us sounds great, but to the finance companies obviously they're taking a bill. So that's why they try to get them balloons as realistic as possible. So that's really, and in the middle obviously you have a smaller monthly payment than if you was to finance a full amount over a 3, 4 or 5 year term. That's why PCP is so popular.
So obviously working in the industry, I understand PCP, I get it, and I fully appreciate it. Now I do get a lot of calls of people asking why should they PCP over a HP. So what you're essentially saying is the finance calculator will work out what this car is worth, say, at the end of the term regardless. So all we actually fund is the natural depreciation of the car, is that right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So they give it a figure based on your annual mileage and the type of car it is, and obviously data that they have from valuation companies like CAP, for example. They'll use a certain percentage of CAP future value to basically, in order to give them that balloon payment at the end.
Cool. So say for example, if this car was 40 grand, as you mentioned earlier, and you're spreading it across say 4 years, your payments are going to be considerably higher than if it was a PCP and you had the guaranteed future value at the end. With a lease, you never own the car. I know they're difficult in many cases to get out of, but with a PCP, you've got flexibility. You can buy the car if you like the car, but ultimately you're getting away with funding the least amount of money across a set term, meaning your payments are cheaper.
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. It's more, if you're looking to own a car, then people will do it on a hire purchase. But if, like me and yourself, we change our cars more regularly than your normal person, then the PCP is definitely the better route for someone to go down, because it gives you the better car for a less monthly payment than what if you was to do it over a straight hire purchase.
Well, finance to one side, how's the M4 treating you?
I've always been a BMW man, and I get back into an M4. It's comfortable. When you're in comfort like I'm in now, it just drives like a normal 4 Series. But you've got the 2 buttons on the steering wheel, and as long as someone knows how to set the car up properly, you can push the button, it asks you if you want to, and then you can drop her down a couple of gears in manual, and you just hear the it's a phenomenal car, the BMW, I think. So yes, really nice place to be.
I'm a big fan of this. Mid-engined, it's light, it's direct. Do you know what? I don't need any more power. I know they've got 444 brake. It's absolutely savage and a little bit lethal in anything other than bone dry conditions. But this, it's got a good 150 odd brake less, and it feels just as fun. You know, you flick the steering wheel into Sport Plus, mash the pedal, and how can you not say that doesn't sound good, you know? We're back. It's a little bit wet,
Well, you should be used to that, being from Wales and all.
It's moulded by the rain. But look, today we found these 2 cars, 5 grand down, 500 quid a month. You can't deny it. The best head turner.
Whether it's for the right reasons or not, yes, it is definitely the fun that turns heads. And whether it's in disgust of what you've done to a beautiful car like a Porsche, or because it's just bright yellow and it's groggy. But yeah, I agree.
You will see me coming out of a junction.
Well, you can't miss it, can you?
But look, today was more about what can you get 5 grand down, 500 quid a month. And as we mentioned earlier on, companies like Forza Finance are pretty much leading the way. So Dan, where do we find you? Do we have to buy a car from Saxton's to use you?
No, obviously Saxton's have their own finance companies, but they use us as well. But for us, you can go on our website, which is forzafinance.co.uk, or on Instagram and Twitter, it's just Forza Finance. But if you find a car at another dealership or main dealer, independent dealer, we can give us a call. One of the guys in the office will happily give you a quote.
Yeah.
99% sure that will beat whatever quote you've got from anywhere else. So yeah, just get in touch.
Sweet. So guys, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment below. What do you want to see next time? But should we get out of this wet?
Let's go.